Hey everybody, it's your Sam, and I'm here with another video. Today I wanted to talk about some of my projects. Now, y'all know that I have a huge list of projects. It is ongoing. Right now it is sitting at 66 unpublished projects. So that's not counting the ones that I have published. I like to keep count of every single project, including the ones that I have published, just because it lets me know how many things I've got going on. But as of right now, unpublished is sitting at 66. Those are the ones that I'm going to kind of talk with you about here and there. I'm not going to do all 66 in one video because that would just be crazy, don't you think? You know, doing all those in one video would be a little much. We would be here for an hour, if not 2 or 3. And I only want to submit you to an hour of me only during live streams where we are being productive together. Anyway, projects. I'll go into the published ones and then the works in progresses that I am actively working on right now. First one's first, the very first book that I published is I'm No Hero. Down in the description below are links to purchase I'm No Hero as my debut novel, and videos on I'm No Hero are scattered throughout the channel, but I will try to link the good ones down below for you if you want more information on I'm No Hero. It was a beast when I finished it. It was at 200 some odd thousand words that I cut down to the beast that it ended up publishing. And it is a sword and sorcery epic fantasy. It's going to be a trilogy. I do have the second one done as well. More on that later. It'll probably be the next video maybe, or the video after that when I'm talking about projects, of course. So it'll be the third video in the project series. The second book that I published is underneath my other pen name, S.W. Lupine, and it is Capture the Empress. It is raunchy, it's spicy, it's got a lot of peppers, and it is going to be a 10-book series, hopefully, if I ever finish. I do have the second book in that series mostly written. I just need to add the secondary point of view. The third book that I published, it was earlier this year in January during the AuthorTube and BookTube under 1K marathon, because I thought that running that and also launching a book would be great. It's okay. It's fine. We're fine. I lived. I survived. We all did. The third book that I published is underneath the Sam Wicker pen name again, is the Belle Earth Witch. That is a small town urban fantasy all about Nita Belle, and there are a lot of characters in there that have similarities to some of the people that I grew up with. It is very, very loosely set in Murphy. I took a lot of liberties. It is a fantasy after all, but there are some things that relate to places and people in Murphy in that book. And the latest that I published back in August is My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine. It is a novella. It is a comedy romantic fantasy with a little darkness thrown in there because there are battles and wars and scars that they talk about. But My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine is so far the favorite book of mine that I have published because it is funny. It makes you laugh. It gives you a break from reality, so to speak. And I adore those characters. And the fact that I wrote it in 5 days should tell you something. Kona is making her bed more bettable. Are you good? Yeah? Making that face. Oh, I know. You're being recorded. Anyway, the My Husband Wants series is going to be 4 books plus a short story. The short story is going to be a Kickstarter exclusive. Once I get that Kickstarter set up, I will let y'all know. But I am going to publish all 4 books first in their little bitty novella form, and we will go from there. The current works in progress. Number 1 is My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant, which is book 2 in the My Husband Wants series. It started out at 34,529 under the first draft, and now it is sitting at a beautiful 42,365 with 27 chapters. It is a lot of fun. It follows Harry, which is Regis's one of the main characters, and My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine. It's Regis's second in command, Herrick. It's a lot of fun. It opens up with a dominatrix scene, so it is a bit more spicy than My Husband Wants to Keep Me Pristine, because she's not as pristine as Verson by a long shot. All I need to do with it is put in the beta reader feedback that I want to accept and do a copy edit, line edit kind of thing, and then listen to it to make sure I haven't missed anything. Of course, it's not going to be perfect because I do miss a lot of things. I am human. But after that, I will format it to publish. Hopefully it'll be the end of this month, aka October, but I'm not really going to set that date in stone just yet because I want to make sure that I can finish it and have it formatted correctly before I even set a date, because you never know what's going to happen. Right. Third that I am actively working on is the 3rd book in the My Husband Wants series. It is My Husband Wants to Keep Me Gay. It is Fedvic's story. The first draft was 34,529, and right now we are at 31,561 on it, and I have just done a couple of developmental edits on it. I need to finish the developmental edits and then, of course, go into the deeper edits, which is, the scene edits and then the copy edits and the line edits and all that good stuff, and then send it to beta readers. So it may or may not be published by the end of this year. I'm hoping it will be. I don't want to push my beta readers too awful much. I know that I want to add in about 2 scenes on this one before I am completely finished with it. And those are the only ones that I am actively working on, other than a short story that I finished. It was going to be a novella. I talked a little bit about it last year. It's called Santa Vampy. Yeah. So I wrote it and finished that little short story in a couple of hours. It is at 1,582 words. Now, I may turn it into a novella, try to flesh it out a little bit, give it some spicy scenes. Right now, it is not spicy at all. It kind of hints at spice. And I wanted it to be published under S.W. Lupine to give kind of a buffer, to give the S.W. Lupine readers something to read while they're waiting for Capture the Intrepid. But Santa Vampy also needs to be published right around Christmas time, kind of in late October, November, so you can read it during Christmas or read it during the holidays. That might be a next year thing, while I decide whether or not I want to flesh it out or just keep it in the 1,500 word count and insert it in one of my anthology things. I don't know. Maybe I'll make an anthology out of the short stories that I did with the character randomizer and some of the other ones that I have written. The only problem with that is that they are multi-genre. The character randomizers are usually safe for work. Santa Vampy is kind of safe for work. And then I have my darker pieces, which are not safe for work at all. And it's not because they are erotic per se. It's just one of them is horror and it's very gory and scary kind of thing. and the other is a rooster taking over the world. And so those books are what I am actively working on, including the short story for the Kickstarter exclusive for the My Husband Wants series. I forgot to mention it, so I'll mention it now. It is right now sitting at 2,890 words, and I want it to be around the 10,000, 15,000 mark. That way, it's kind of half the size of the My Husband Wants series novellas. But we'll see. We all know that Regis was kind of wordy once I added his point of views there. Oddly enough, he shouldn't have been, but here we are. Those are my current work in progresses. Those are the ones that I'm actively working on. Those are the ones that I have actively worked on in the past. We'll say 30 days, maybe even 2 weeks. I have touched each and every single one of those in the past 2 weeks. Anyway, let me know if this interested you and if you want to hear about the other 60 so projects, or if you want me to go deeper into information about the projects. What questions do you have for me? And I will try to implement those into the next video, or even pop up with another video about the ones I talked about today, if you want me to. 66 unpublished projects. We have 62 more to go. Yay, math. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm really, really close to 500 subscribers. And if you want to check out a giveaway I'm doing once I reach 500 subscribers, go to the community tab on this channel and check out the post. It should be the second one down when this video goes up. If not, I will link it down in the description below so it's easier to find for you. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you want to know about all of my projects that I have going on. As usual, be kind to one another out there. Be kind to yourself. Keep writing, keep reading, keep editing, keep being creative, and I will see you next time.